Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Ken's Color Box and you're gardening with the Florida Key. If this is your first time here, be sure to smash that subscribe button if you find the content interesting. To all my day one gardening crew, what it do? I do have some seeds that I started germinating off camera. 2 of the 6 have started germinating in the bag, which is going to be the cotton, and then we also have the apple that is starting to sprout out of the seed. The other 4 is going to be asparagus. We're going to restart that. We're going to restart the orange. We're going to restart the lemon, and we're also going to restart the lime. Now, as you can see, the date on the bag says 0201. This is when we started with the germination process, and today is the 5th. So they have been soaking for a total of 4.5-5 days at the most. 4 seed starting trays over here from Bootstrap Farmer that we're going to be starting them in. I've also already made the labels, so let's get into it.
Share a message, relay, chasing blessings, relay. It's in my essence, we great.
Initially, I was going to record this video outside, but y'all, that wind picked up. And if you're not in the sun, honey, it is cold. After the rain that we had for the past 2 days, it has brought the temperatures down, quite a bit. So we're going to start these inside, and then they'll be back and forth on the lighting station and also outside as well. Okay, we also will be starting some pepper seeds in this video, and I'll also be showing you some of the seeds that more seeds that we have purchased. So this is kind of like a seed start and seed mail video again. Spice Your Life episode 3. Which I just want to thank everybody for supporting the episodes, supporting the series, supporting the channel. We're growing day by day, and I just want to say I appreciate you all. I also want to let you know that we will have something special coming for our day ones. Y'all, I am so excited. Like, when I first started this garden journey, I didn't think I would take it this far. But honey, we are rocking and rolling, and I just look forward to everything that we will be presenting here on the channel. And I hope you guys stick along with us to, get to know us better and see what the surprise is for the day one. So if you haven't become a day one already, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the gardening tea with the Florida Key. Okay, and this is just a better look at the 6-cell trays from Bootstrap Farmer. They also came with the case to sit in, but we're not going to use that today, being that we're only using 4. Just going to start by adding our dirt, plain and simple. All my gardeners, y'all know the routine. I'm going to fill it up, pack it in. Make sure that our dirt is all the way at the bottom. Like I said, y'all know the routine. So we're going to go ahead and get the dirt in, and then we will be right back. Alrighty, so we got the dirt filled, and now I'm just poking holes in the soil for the seeds. I am also going to put a little bit of fertilizer, or not fertilizer, but just some nutrients in here for the seeds as well. And then I will come back after we do that. Alrighty, so we're back after adding a few nutrients as well as making the holes for the seeds. I don't know if y'all really got a good image of what the cotton seeds look like, but just in case you didn't, here's another view. And the cotton seeds are also the ones that we're going to start with. So I am going to wet the soil with the water that the seeds were already soaking in. Okay, and once we have all the water out of the bag, I might have a better view of those sprouts. Look at those sprouts. So excited. The last cotton that we had going, I didn't really share this with anybody, but majority of my bags, y'all, when I left them out there at the previous address, the landlord told me one thing, that the plants were okay. I went back to check on the plants. Y'all, the plants beside the road, people had done rummaged through them, took what they wanted, left the rest. And then the cleaners themselves, y'all, tell me why they were trying to load up my Vigo bed in the truck. And I just was like a little bit frustrated, but you know what? It's okay. I politely stopped him and got my Vigo bed. The plants I couldn't too much do nothing with, so that was a lost cause on that. But it's okay, because I got plenty of grow bags, so I wasn't really tripping about that. But that Vigo bed, I couldn't replace. And that was also a gift from That Girl with Soil. And you had me effed up if you thought I was going to let you load my Vigo bed on the back of their truck. No, sirree, Bob. So, y'all, we are literally starting all the way over. And that's okay. I'm not going to lie, I was a little frustrated about it at first. But I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping. We got more seeds, plenty of seeds, more seeds than I know what to do with. So, there's that. Here's another view of the tip on that cotton seed. Like I said, we're just going to put them stem up. Stem up and push them down a little bit. I was surprised how quick these germinated, because the last ones that we planted, I'm not sure what I did differently, but they definitely didn't germinate like these did. So hey, more garden experience up under my belt. I'm cool with it. We're just gonna tuck those in there. And I'm just grabbing the side of it, being careful not to hit that root. Just tipping the side of it and pushing it down in there. All right, and now that we got all of those in there, I'm just gonna lightly, gently cover them up, add our label, and we're gonna move on to the next one. The soil is pretty much already, moist. So there's no need to really add any more water to it. The dirt won't hurt it. Try to remove all those stick pieces out of the way. And I'm not sure who channel I was watching, and I do apologize for not remembering so I could shout you out. But I did see that one method that they used when starting seeds was that they sifted the soil to remove like all the sticks and stuff like out of the seed starting mix. And I think on one of our seed starting videos, we might try the sifting method. It won't be on this one because I've had perfect germination with the sticks and perlite and everything in the soil. But I would like to see if the germination rate is different if you sift the soil first. So be looking forward to that. Now this is the cotton, so we're gonna go ahead and add our label to it. Move it to the side and go ahead and start with the next one. All right, y'all, so we're gonna move on to the next one, which is gonna be the apple. And like I said, I don't know if y'all can see. But yeah, the seeds are definitely starting to sprout. And my apple tree was one of the pots that got, you know, picked up by whoever was trash pile digging. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was real upset about my apple, because if you've been watching the channel, then I do believe I mentioned that the apple plant was one of the oldest plants. That apple plant would have been a year old come March. So yeah, I was real devastated by that. But it's okay, I ain't tripping. I just hope whoever got my apple plant take care of it. Because if they don't, then I don't know. I ain't gonna keep talking about it, y'all. Moving right along. Still a little water on that one. And we got a total of 6 seeds. We also had a total of 6 seeds for the cotton. So there's 1 seed in each tray. There's also going to be 1 seed in each tray in these as well. And if I am being totally transparent and honest with y'all, see, we have 3 that have started to germinate, and then the other 3 are like still making their way. Now, I don't know if the type of seeds play the difference in how they're germinating, but the 3 that are germinating are actually seeds that I purchased from CZ Grain. And then 3 of them are just regular seeds from, like, you know, kitchen scraps. And they really haven't did anything, but I do see that they have potential. So hey, we not gonna give up on them. I got hope for them. And we gonna do the 3 from CZ Grain on one side, and I'm gonna put the tag on that side so I know that these are the 3 from CZ Grain. And I can tell because of the color difference. Y'all probably can't see the color differentiation on the screen, on the video, but I can tell because they're 2 different colors. One was darker than the other. So, got those in there. We just gonna gently cover them up, push them down. Like I said, they might look all the same color on camera, but there actually is a color difference. And just to reiterate, 3 are from like the apples we had in the kitchen, and then the other 3 were actually seeds that we purchased online. Okay, so like I said, we got that in there. The soil's pretty much already wet. And I already wetted it a little bit more with the water that they had been sitting in. And there's that. We're gonna put the tag on the seed, on the side of the seeds that we purchased, so we'll know which one is which. So the 3 over here, CZ Grain. 3 over here is from Kitchen Scraps. Maybe we can do like I did one video on my channel where we did a potato, kind of like I don't know, it was like a potato experiment. We wanted to see if the potatoes would germinate faster using the hydroponic method, which was letting them sit in a cup of water, or if the seeds or the potatoes in the soil would germinate faster. And with that little experiment, we did figure out that the potatoes actually germinated better in the soil and quicker. So I guess this will be like a watered down version of that experiment. Kitchen scrap seeds, actual seeds from a seeding company, and we'll keep you posted on that. So we're just gonna go ahead and move to the next one, which is gonna be the orange and asparagus. Now for the orange, lemon, and lime, I only did 3 seeds, or only germinated 3 seeds. I didn't want to germinate too many. And also our first succession with the trees, like I said, they only built up algae on the top of them. So we actually tossed all the tree seeds that we previously started. I have numerous of those, like so many to the point where I don't even know what to do with them. So I wasn't really tripping on, you know, the first set not really doing as well as I thought it was. And I kind of just forgot about them, stopped watering them and all of that. So we kind of just tossed those and we're going to start over fresh. So here are the orange seeds. I don't quite see any germination yet. I really think I just need to soak the seed and plant it. As well with the peanuts, y'all, because I didn't even give y'all an update on that. I soaked the peanut seeds for probably way too long. Like the red covering was starting to fall off of it, and it clearly says in the planting instructions that you don't want to damage the red covering on the peanuts. So we're going to start those over as well. And I'm not going to let them soak as long as I did. So here you see, here's our orange seeds. Like I said, we're only doing 3. So we're going to put 1 in each tray. Push it down a little bit. Down a little bit. Push it down a little bit. Put that little water back in there. I'm gonna cover them up. And I may add some more dirt to this as well. Well, I don't know. Just a little bit. We're going right now. Because the water did kind of make it drop down a little bit. All right. We're going to add our label in there. And then we're going to move on to the asparagus. All right, y'all, moving on to the asparagus. Now, as you can see, the asparagus, I did a total of 6 seeds. And none of these have started germinating, but I know that the asparagus does take a little longer to germinate. And if you aren't new to the channel, then when I first started gardening, everything that I did was direct sold. So this whole seed starting kit and trays and just seed starting in general, this is all new to me. I honestly just wanted to give it a try out to see if it would change or make a difference in the germination rate. But pretty much everything germinated within the same time frame. Most of my survival seeds, they usually germinate anywhere from 3 to 5 days, within 3 to 5 days. CZ grain, it can kind of vary. So, but the asparagus seeds are from survival seeds. So I'm pretty confident that the germination rate on the asparagus will be the same as it was before. Everything that I grew when I first started gardening was direct sold. Nothing was started off in seeding trays or anything like that. And to be honest with you, I think also when I first started, we actually used styrofoam cups. Well, not everything, but the tomatoes, the cucumbers, and we started in styrofoam cups. This whole seed starting kit and trays, this is all something new to me. But hey, we're expanding, we're growing, we're learning. In the old folks' words, it's more than one way to skin a cat. So we're just, the seed starting trays and kits, this is all new to me. 2 per cell on this side. We have the orange on this side, which is 1 per cell, but the asparagus is going to be 2 per cell. On the opposite side of the orange. I almost started to give the asparagus its own tray, but y'all, it's okay. When I first started gardening, I literally just put seeds in the dirt. I didn't know anything about fertilizing. I didn't know anything about transplanting. I didn't know anything about anything. I literally just threw some seeds in the dirt, watered it, and as my journey continued, I learned different methods. Yellowing of the leaves, what that means, things of that nature. I literally just started with what I had. But now, y'all done hyped me up. Got me feeling like a green thumb bandit out here. And now I feel like I just need all the its and bits of gardening tools and things of that nature. When honestly, y'all, it can be done without all this stuff. It really can. Now, I ain't gonna say it can be done without the fertilizing and all the rest of that, because eventually I did have to look and tap into that. But as far as starting the seed, y'all, it don't require much. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't beat yourself up if you can't have all the latest and greatest equipment, because y'all, it's okay. Move at your own pace. And in the words of one of my gardening friends, don't try to keep up with the Jones. Do what works for you. And you really won't know what works for you until you just get out there and you start that thing. That's where it starts. Start the seeds first and worry about everything else later. It'll come to you. Same thing with the channel. Don't rush it. Your crowd will find you. And that's what I'm learning. Your crowd will find you. So, y'all, we got 2 seeds, 2 asparagus seeds in this cell, 2 asparagus seeds in this cell, and then we have 3 in this one, because I actually had 7 seeds in that bag, not 6. And like I said, the soil is pretty much already moist. I am going to give it a spray, you know, with our special concoction. Just so the gases and stuff from the fruits will give it that extra boost. Okay. So that's that. And we're going to move on to the next one. And that's going to be our lemon and lime. We're going to start with the lime. Now, the lime didn't germinate in the bag either. But like I said, germination is not necessarily needed in the bag so that the seed becomes saturated. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but everything up here was the stratification method except for asparagus. And that's where we nip the end of the seed so that the water can enter the seed because it has a hard shell. It's just FYI, all of the seeds have been nipped on the tip so the water can enter the seeds except for the asparagus. Okay, y'all, put my hole back in there. Okay. And these are our lime seeds. And we have a total of 3, so we're just going to do 1 each cell. Simple and easy. Push it down a little bit, cover it up. Push it down, cover it up. Push it down, cover it up. I might have pushed that one too deep. And I'm gonna add a little bit more dirt to the top of it, just because the water's kind of caused it to sink a little bit. Okay. Alright, there's that, and that was the lime. Add the tag. And moving on, last but not least, we have the lemon. And these have not germinated either in the bag. Like I said, not necessarily waiting on germination in the bag. This is just the moisten the seeds, wet the seeds, soak them so that the water can penetrate the harder outer shell. There's a lot of water in this one, so I'm gonna re-wet the other ones that we've already planted. And there is a total of 3 lemon seeds. And that's what they look like. I don't know if y'all can tell, they've been nipped on the end. But that's what I mean when I say we nipped them, so that the water can penetrate them. Oh, and that one actually look like, can y'all see it? Probably not. But we're gonna go ahead and suck it in, drop it in the soil, push it down a little bit. Drop it in the soil, push it down. Drop it in the soil, push it down. And cover them up. And y'all know I said we was gonna start pepper seeds in this video as well, but we're already at almost 30 minutes with just this one. So I will make another video starting the peppers. I think we're gonna go ahead and close this one out because I don't like for the videos to be too long. Push that down in there. All right, we're gonna add our lemon tag. And there you have it. That's everything. And like I said, I'm gonna go back through and give it a spray with our homemade fertilizer. Just a slight spray. It's not gonna be too much, but I do know that the gases from the fruit will help the seed germinate, you know, a whole lot quicker. And that's gonna conclude this video. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit that subscribe button if it's your first time here. If it's not your first time here, to all my day ones gardening crew, what it do? We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Gotta tell them, let's go get it. My mind well thought, planned out the business that I failed to mention. No hands out, thank you lucid dreams, you stand out.